Hey, what's up, good people? Let me turn sideways. This sun coming in. Hey, this is a great day. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. My name is Larry Jones. For those of you that don't know, this is Stock Up with Larry Jones. Come and join the family, all of us, okay? Let's get right into it. We're going to talk about stocks, crypto, and I may go from crypto to stocks, so stay to the end. A lot of great news today, and then my inspiration, okay? So stock market, we got the Dow and the NASDAQ, not the NASDAQ. We got the Dow and the S&P, all right? Making new highs. We're in a bull cycle in the stock market, okay? Now, we're in a bull run, right? There's an argument to be made if this is a bull market or a bull run. We're definitely in a bull run. And just when you think that it can't get any higher, the markets, it just still keeps getting higher and higher. For those of us that have, the VTIs, the QQQs, and the VTOs of the world, the S&P 500, the overall stock market, simply putting, buying the ETF every day, it just keeps rising. It just keeps making us more and more money, week after week, month after month. And hey, it's great. The argument about soft landing, hard landing, no landing, meaning the market with the Fed lowering interest rates, that there'll be no recession. Some think that there could be a recession as early as Q1 of 2025. And some analysts think that we have totally averted a recession. One thing for sure, eventually a recession will come. Eventually a full-on bull market will come if we're not in one right now. Some say we're in a recession. Some say we're out of recession. In spite of what anybody's saying, including myself, all I'm doing is, and I've been saying, is we are trading the market that we are in. And since I've adopted that, over the last 2 years, we have continued to make money. All right. I have continued to make money, and anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. I stressed on yesterday's video how I'm still buying. For those of you that are new, though this market looks, sounds extremely frothy, there's this thing called AI, artificial intelligence, that came in and it lifted the market higher. And is it over? No. Is it in a bubble? Time will tell. I think whether we're in a bubble now or not, I think that we're just in the first quarter. First I thought maybe, the first third. I think we're still in the first quarter with AI. These major companies are putting millions and billions of dollars into AI. Okay, hundreds of millions into AI. And now there's a race, right? And because there is a race, you got companies like NVIDIA that analysts have an average price of around 150 off the top of my head, though some have it as high as 200 per share. I think 170s it could hit by the end of this year. Could. That doesn't mean it's going. And that doesn't mean that it's going to be a straight line up. Now, there's a lot of things, and some of you have left me these articles about people saying, hey, the Blackwell chip is overrated. It's overrated. Well, I was looking at it, and NVIDIA actually are going to ship over 200,000, between 150 to 200,000 of their Blackwell chip. In a lot of places, in a lot of instances, they are sold out. And so, in spite of what an article say, I look at what the numbers say. I look at what the data say, and the data say that there's still strong purchasing of the Blackwell chip. Okay, so that is something that's absolutely crazy, that this Blackwell chip is shipping like that. Okay, so it's not over, good people. So we got to keep our eye on Microsoft as we look at NVIDIA. I'm still dollar cost averaging into Microsoft, Apple, right? Not so much Nvidia, though Nvidia smashed it. But I really dollar cost averaging into actually all of the big tech. I am, right? But some of them, when they go down, I buy big chunks more, right? There was a time earlier this year where I bought more of Disney and I bought more of Netflix, but I didn't this recent time. So I missed out on that. Let me know what you did if you were into Netflix and you got some of this leg up. I didn't. I missed that one, good people. Congratulations to those of you that did, right? So that is that. And then we got, of course, Tesla's another big dog. I'm never going to stop buying Tesla, at least for the next 10 years. You know, the situation with Elon is doing a lot of personal things that I believe is hurting his company. I think he just needs to concentrate on being a good CEO and not put his name and his mouth on a lot of the issues he's in, because as shareholders, that's not what we're paying him for. We need him to concentrate on our earnings, right? So we can get paid from this company. So we need him to stop getting into politics. We need him to stop, just stop talking. Sometimes you just need to just shut up, right? And be a good CEO. Right. And so that's what we need Elon to do. I know some of you guys think he can walk on water and he can fly, you know, and he can predict the future and everything that he touches and everything that he does is right. But that's not true. For those that was holding Dogecoin based on Elon, he screwed that up. And sometimes as a CEO, you have to watch what you say and how much you're saying, because your job is to your investors. Okay. I'm going to go over into crypto. Bitcoin at the time of filming this is at around 68.5, pushing towards 70. And crypto looks very strong right now. All right. It's the weekend. We know Monday there could be downward pressure or upward pressure, but I like where crypto is right now. And I especially like where Bitcoin is right now. As far as the altcoins, I'm talking about the Doges and the Bunks and the Peppies and the Whiffs and the Flokies and all of these meme coins, Shiba Inu, that type of deal, even XRP. Doge was the big winner for this last week. What I'm going to say is because of what Bitcoin is doing right now, those have more room to run up, even if Bitcoin parks right at 69. You know, Bitcoin goes up 1 or 2%, those have room to go up way more right now because they're lagging in movement. Remember, when Bitcoin went down, they kind of held, and then later on they went down. Bitcoin moves up. They did move up. Some of them moved up, but all of them didn't. I want you to go to the last week's chart and tell me which one had the least movement and watch what happens. This is how I make a lot of money swing trading the memes. I look at which one is moving the slowest, and then I'll pile in a little bit more on those. And then when they have that move up, and then I'll take the money out that I piled in, right? So I'll take my winnings out. I swing trade as well as invest. I am pretty much in all of my positions in crypto, and all I'm doing right now is enjoying these moves, and mostly up right now. Okay, so let me know how your crypto portfolio is going, but we're smashing it here. Hopefully you guys have profited on what I've been teaching you guys about crypto. Those of you that have the class, you should be killing it in crypto. Someone told me they bought the class and they have made, they said they bought the class and they've made 20 times what they learned in just the crypto chapter alone, over what they purchased the class for. That's Stock Up You. That will be the top link below in this class, right? Now, here's another thing that's positive and negative for crypto. Bitcoin, you know, we have all these ETFs that have spent over $20 billion. They have purchased over $20 billion worth of Bitcoin. Now they are going to they have filed for an ETF options on Bitcoin. Okay, so on options on Bitcoin. So down the road, we'll be able to do options on Bitcoin through these spot ETFs. Follow? And that's going to bring a lot of liquidity, a lot of money to Bitcoin. It's going to bring a lot of money to crypto in its entirety, right? And then here's what will happen. That's even more room to push up. I'm going to say this without getting political. If he starts surging in the polls, then crypto is going to start surging even more. Though crypto, all of crypto, including Bitcoin, hear me clearly. Message, all of crypto will be fine either way, regardless of who is elected. Bitcoin's going to be fine. All crypto is going to be fine. But if he wins, it's going to surge even more. All right? You've been told. It's just facts. Okay? So those are some of the things I want you to keep in mind as you have your positions. Okay? Then I want you to go back to every crypto you have, whether it's Bitcoin, altcoins, or meme coins. And I just want you to look at the highs for this year. And those highs could be coming in the next 12 months. Could. We don't know. All right. I'm just going to say that. All right. So when that options come, that's going to be a lot of money going into crypto. Right. So I just want to say this. I want you guys to be careful. Make sure you don't fall for any spam in the comment section. If you see everybody going, bro, why aren't you talking about this coin? It's spam. You will never get a DM from me. You'll never get anything from me saying buy this crypto. How's your trading going? It's spam. Don't fall for it. Because I'm talking about crypto, you're going to see it. Here's another thing. I'm going to make a video about this tomorrow. Don't start chasing SHIB might go to $10 and Shiba Inu is going to go to $1. I'm going to make a full video about that tomorrow, because here we go. Every time we get a pump, here come all these new pages. Instead of the people like myself and a lot of these other influencers that have been teaching you the fundamentals, that was talking about crypto when it was beat down. And now that it's up, we've done all of the hard work and you guys have learned. Now it's easy to make a video every day and they're talking about to the moon, right? Be careful of that. Be careful of, be careful of fearing. Okay. So I'm kind of into my inspirational now. Be careful of the fear mongering. Okay. Every election cycle, when things ratchet up, right? Things kind of get disoriented and these candidates start going at each other. All of these commercials come on, right? And be careful when they use these words like patriot. It's a trigger word, right? And unfortunately, a lot of these Christian organizations have adapted that. It's a bunch of foolishness, good people. I'm just telling you straight out. I am a believer. I'm a Christian, but I'm going to tell you sometimes a lot of Christians has just messed things totally up. Be careful when you turn to even these Christian stations. All they're talking about is bunkers and dried food and food that's going to last for years because the apocalypse are coming, and they profit off of fear mongering. Now, this society, anybody can sell whatever they're going to sell, but have the right reason for selling it. And they always come up, and then they, even on CNBC now, it's like, oh, the patriot food, it's this and that, all these fear mongering, right? And it's been happening for the last 100 years, good people. For those of you that's new to this, it happens every time. And then you start thinking about fearful things, right? And then the very people you should be ministering to and loving, which is everyone, you start to think that they're the enemy. Be careful about that foolishness. The Bible speaks against it. Okay. So now, speaking of, and I'm in my inspiration, I don't want anybody to turn away. I don't care what your religion is. I don't want you to turn away this time. I want you to listen to this. Philippians 4:9. Think on these things, right? I was with my buddy last night, Duran Corbin, had a stroke 2 weeks ago. Can barely talk, had to use a walker. This is my buddy who had to use a walker, barely can, he's working, he's in therapy, can't talk like he used to, had a stroke. And he was talking about Philippians 4:9. Think on these things. What things? Think on these things. Whatsoever is true, whatsoever is honest, whatsoever is just, whatsoever is pure, whatsoever is lovely. Think on these things that have a good report. Okay. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is I don't want you to be a fear monger. Philippians 4, what is that? Philippians 4:13, my favorite scripture. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. I can do all things. Okay. I want somebody to put into the chat, whether you read the Bible or not, or whether you are spiritual or not, put in the chat, I can do all things. Just do it. Put it out there in the atmosphere. Just put it out there and believe that. So what are you thinking? What you thinking about? This is my inspiration. What you thinking about? What you think about, Willis? What are you thinking about? Are you thinking about your bills? Are you thinking about even your sickness? Are you thinking about having less? Are you thinking about what could happen to my kids? Or are you thinking about positive things? Remember these things. Think on these things. All right. Think on these things. And these things are the things, whatsoever is true, whatsoever is honest, whatsoever is just, whatsoever is pure, whatsoever is lovely. So think pure, lovely thoughts. Think positive thoughts. Think about, you know what? I don't care if I'm in a 30-year mortgage and I just refinanced. I'm 52 and I got another 30 years to pay on this house. Don't think about that. Think about, I'm going to have this house paid off and I'm going to make enough money to pay it off, and I'm not going to be stressed about it. Think about, I just opened up a portfolio and all I have is $500 in there. Think about the day you're going to have $500,000 in there. Think about the day that you're going to have $5 million in there. Think about your job. Think about that mean boss. Just think about that. But I want you to think about you getting promotions, you being in a position to either get a promotion or start your own business. Okay. Think about your future. Think positively, because the things that you think you will attract you. So if you're thinking that you're going to be a failure, then you will be a failure. Think on these things. Okay. So the phone got too hot and cut off. I was in the car, so I had to come out here on this beautiful day. Listen, think positive things. That's the message, all right? I'm gonna just cut it off. Make sure you check out the links below. You guys know I got coffee. It's live, $1 Million Cup of Coffee. But make sure you download the class, Stock Up You. Learn all about the stock market and learn all you need to know to make money with crypto, right? Love you guys. Have a blessed week. We'll see you tomorrow.